Now that you've had the opportunity to research careers, in step 3, we're ready to move on to step 4 to our 4-year planner. We ask our students to create a new 4-year plan each year as their preferences, interests, skills, and career interests are always changing. Let's start by going to the High School and Beyond application. Once we're there, we'll go down to the 4th option on the left, which is the 4-year planner. The 4-year planner lets you explore courses available at your high school, then assemble a 4-year plan that matches your personal pathway and fulfills all graduation requirements. Click off to the side of the picture. Once you're there, go to the 4-year plans and the drop-down menu off to the left. Then select Create New 4-Year Plan. We'll need to fill in each of the required boxes here to complete this task. First, type in the name of your plan. You can type in your first name, your full name. Either option is fine. Then you'll select the career cluster. You've already done this in the previous step, so you can look back at your sheet to see which career cluster you selected. Then you'll go ahead and go to the next box. It says Career Preference 1, but what it's really asking you is, do you want to type in your career or would you like to select it from a list? If you select list, and then that career isn't there, go ahead and go back and change that to text input and then type it in career preference box number 2. I'm going to select from a list, and the list in the career that I was looking at and exploring earlier is computer programming. Then I'll go to my 4-year plan template. Click select, and here you'll select the option that is currently active. You want to make sure your template has your correct graduation year. Then if you drag this column to the right, you can see that the last option is the active option. Click that checkbox. You don't need to enter any notes, and neither does the educator, but here under post-secondary plan, you'll want to click on select. As you did your exploration of the career that interested you most, you want to make sure that you understand what type of additional training will be needed in order to make sure that you can follow that pathway. Will it be an apprenticeship, a 4-year college, going to college, etc., etc.? Pick the post-secondary plan that aligns best with the career and the career cluster that you're interested in. Then you'll go ahead and select the graduation pathway. You can see each of the options here, as well as a description of each one. There's further explanation on the graduation pathways on your High School and Beyond Planning checklist on page 3. If you scroll up, you can see that there are 3 main pathways. There's the post-secondary education pathway if you're interested in pursuing a 2- or 4-year degree. There's a military pathway if you're interested in pursuing that, where you can get a specific score on the ASVAB test. Or there's the career and technical field, where you can get a CTE sequence in one program by completing 2 credits. With the CTE sequence, what you can do is look at the specific career cluster that you were interested in. For example, I was interested in information technology, and then look above to the specific program to find 2 credits worth of classes that you might take in a sequence to meet that CTE sequence. I'll reference from the previous exploration that there were specific courses they recommended I take to prepare for that post-secondary education. I can go back to my graduation pathway and select the one that makes sense and that matches with my High School and Beyond plan and career pathway. There is no wrong answer here. You just want to make sure it matches up with what your plan is in your High School and Beyond plan. Then click Save. Now that you've completed your 4-year plan, go back to the checklist, scroll back up, and check off Create New 4-Year Plan. There'll be a second video for how to add courses for next school year.